Hey, what's up filmmakers? Today we're diving deep into something I know many of you will be asking about. The showdown between the C70 and the brand new C80. This isn't just another spec comparison. We're going to break down exactly what these differences mean for your actual shooting experience. Now, before we dive in, let me know in the comments if you're currently shooting on either of these cameras. I'm super curious to hear your real-world experiences. Let's start with the sensor. The C70's Super 35mm sensor is no slouch. I've shot countless projects with it. It has 16 stops of dynamic range in C-Log2 or RAW, making its low light performance fantastic. But hold on to your gimbals, because the C80 comes in with a full frame, back illuminated, stacked CMOS sensor. So what does that mean? The C80 is better equipped for low light shooting and also has a triple base ISO of 800, 3200 and 12800 for clean low light shooting experiences. Not to mention the latest version of the CMOS dual pixel autofocus. The back illumination full frame sensor helps with the accuracy of the autofocus. Not that the C70 was bad, but it is an upgrade from the C70. And here's the thing, you still have the option to shoot in Super 35 with the C80. In fact, it's the same sensor that's in the new C400 as well. But let's continue with the C70 and the C80. What does that actually mean for your shots? That larger full frame sensor means you're getting about a stop better low light performance. You're getting gorgeous natural depth of field. Remember those dreamy background separations you see in high-end productions? That's what we're talking about. Now, here's the kicker. You can switch to Super 35 mode when you need it. It's like having two cameras in one. Let's talk about resolution and frame rates, because this is where it gets interesting. The C70 tops out at 4K 120 frames per second, which is impressive. But the C80, it's like Canon said, hold my coffee, and went all out. What do we have? 6K RAW at 60 frames per second, 4K at 120 frames per second, 2K at a whopping 180 frames per second. And it's not just about the numbers. That 12-bit RAW cinema color depth in the C80, that's a chef's kiss. It has more room for vibrant, natural, wide-range color grading. Here's something that doesn't get enough attention: the lens compatibility. Yes, both have the RF mount, but releasing alongside the C80, Canon is releasing an RF to PL adapter with the Cook Eye technology. For those of you shooting high-end productions, this is huge. Imagine having access to the sweet Cook glass. Let's talk about something that affects your day-to-day shooting: the ND filters. The C70's built-in NDs are great with 10 stops, but the C80's implementation is just smoother. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 stops with more precise control. Now, autofocus. Both cameras have Canon's dual pixel autofocus, but the C80 takes it to another level. We're talking 100% frame coverage and advanced subject detection that doesn't just track faces and eyes, it tracks animals too. Wildlife documentarians, this one's for you. For the broadcast folks out there, the C80 adds SDI output and built-in SRT streaming. Also built-in Wi-Fi and a port for Ethernet to stay tethered to that internet connection. While we talk about connectivity, let's not forget to mention Frame.io camera to cloud is natively built in the C80. You can quickly have proxy files ready to be looked at and sifted through for dailies. And with the Canon multi-camera control app, you can have full control of your camera with a phone or an iPad. You can adjust on the fly and not have to break down the overhead setup. Size-wise, yes, the C80 is a bit bigger, but here's why this might actually be a good thing for you. That extra bulk means better heat dissipation for those long interview shoots, and more robust build quality for rough and tumble documentary work. The form factor, like the C70, is still nice and compact for gimbal shots, so no loss there. So who are these cameras really for? The C70 is still an absolute beast. If you're a solo operator who needs something lightweight, primarily shooting 4K content, working on run and gun documentaries, on a tighter budget but need professional features, the C80 is your go-to If you're ready to step up to a full frame, need the 6K resolution for reframing or future-proofing, working on higher-end productions that require PL glass, you're doing broadcast work that demands SDI output, or you need the extra bit of slow motion at 180 frames per second. Here's my hot take. The C70 is an incredible camera, but the C80 is Canon's way of showing us that they're serious about competing at the highest level of digital cinema. A lot of quirks in the C70 were listened to and well thought out in the C80. The adjustable screw mounts at the bottom of the camera, keeping the side screw point for vertical workflows. Additional connectivity features integrating Frame.io C2C, which shows Canon is working its way to be industry forward for all video and cinema workflows. Drop a comment below with which features matters most to you. Smash that like button and subscribe for more detailed gear breakdowns like this. I've got some exciting comparison shoots coming up that you won't want to miss. Stay creative, keep shooting, and I'll see you on the next one.